everyone. Hello. Hey. Friends and family. My name is Joseph. I'm from South London. And although I sound like I'm from Surrey and I'm going to vote for the Tories, as a vegan of over 10 years, although I didn't actually like the vegan slander, sorry, by the way, but as a vegan of 10 years, it's mandatory for me to vote for the Greens. Again, both are wasted votes, to be honest, but it is what it is. So in terms of growing up, I was a bit of a food snob, thanks to my mother, Linny. Give Linny an applause. Yeah. Her new nickname is Yellow Sticker Linny, that I like to call her, where she's on a first name basis with Neville from our local M&S, so she loves to get all the bargains. But it was never the case, to be fair. I mean, growing up, I used to be raised on M&S smoked salmon and cream cheese sandwiches. But then there was one time, quite a traumatic experience, although I am a fan of Lidl now, I must say. I was coming back from school and Mum decided to take a left instead of going straight on. And we ended up in a little car park. And little brat me turned around and said, "Mum, what are we doing in Lidl? I don't want to go in Lidl. I'm not stepping foot in a Lidl. What are you talking about?" There's me forgetting that my mum's black, so I'm definitely going to get a beating when I get home. So I don't really remember most of that story because I definitely got clapped around the head. So that's why it's one of those. Like I said before, as a black man, I'm very proud to be a black man, must I say, even though I sound quite posh, apparently, and I'm quite hairy, dark brown. I do not identify as a coconut. Just letting you guys know that now. I don't, I'm quite a hairy monster, to be fair. So I don't identify as a... I'm quite proud to be a black man. It's one of those things where you kind of have to know the basics. Like, you got the rhythm, you got like the manageable afro to a degree. But the one thing that I haven't really mastered, recently mastered, was the black man head nod. You must know, sir. You also. The slight nod, yeah. And I recently mastered it, and it's one of those. For those of you not aware with the black man head nod, is where you have to when you see a black man that you don't know, normally a stranger, and you make eye contact, you have to do like the slight nod, like there's like a respect. And it took me a while to get to that bit because I, again, coming from ya land, I used to do like the British thin lip smile, so like, yeah. But there have been times where I could have, and to be fair, it's one of those things where it's part of code switching. And those of you who aren't familiar with code switching, it's like the ability to switch like your accent or your mannerisms depending on your environment. So I kind of imagine like switching between like an extra on Bridgerton to like an extra on Top Boy. And it's like and all the variations in between. And I'm kind of like, obviously, you can hear what I sound like. I'm on the Yar side, the Bridgerton side more so. But it's it kind of saved me from getting recruited by my local gang. On the way back from home, I was on my way back home. In South London, we have trams. Anyone who knows what a tram is? Yeah. So I was on the tram, minding my own business, and I decided to, mind my own business. And then some roadman come on the... He's like, "What are you saying, fam?" I was like, 10-year-old me. Pardon? And he's like, yeah, you want to be my younger? Excuse me? and the fellow roadman at the back, he realised that I wasn't about that life, clearly. And he's like, "Oh, you want to be part of TZ?" Gang. Although, to be fair, I should retract that statement because my nephews are quite impressionable, so Anton and Micah, gangs are bad. They're pretty bad. And there was another instance where I almost got beaten up in the gym showers, but thanks to my ability to not code switch, I was saved. Because I wasn't about that life. I go to a gym in Croydon. well. Don't laugh at this. Croydon's a decent place. Croydon's a decent place. And I'm quite particular when I go to the gym. I'm quite a, not a germaphobe, but I go to the shower cubicle with the least amount of lime scale. So I always have my set little cubicle that I go into. And for some reason or another, I go into my set cubicle and I see these dirty boxes on the floor. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Who's putting their dirty boxes in my shower cubicle? And there's me not thinking anything of it. What I should have done is just gone on to like the second best lime scale shower. But I didn't. And I just, with my flip-flops, of course, because if you go to the gym without flip-flops, you're nasty. Heard of a verruca. And I just flicked it to the side underneath. But me not knowing, there was like this hench black guy at the other end of the thing just drying himself off. And he's like, what you doing, fam? What you doing, fam? And luckily for me, I had headphones in, so I couldn't really hear what he was saying. But then I pulled out the magic trick of, pardon? And in a second, he realised I wasn't about that life, which was very handy. So it's one of those things where I have been tempted to venture into the Wagwan, the Jamaican side, although I don't have a Jamaican heritage, side note. And I'm not Somali. Not that there's anything wrong with being Somali. I know the forehead and the hairs. Look at you, black people. But there was a time where I'm always tempted to go to. I found a new Jamaican patty shop here in Brixton Hill via TikTok, Wagwan. And I went in, and it's always like for those who haven't been to a Jamaican takeaway shop, it's always a short, petite Jamaican woman like, "What you want?" And my response, well, I was expected to say, "What would you like off this menu, sir?" And I turn around and say, "One vegetable patty and a portion of plantain, please." And I always sometimes get the response, "Me not have that." And which I turn around and say, well, I wish I could code switch. I'm like, "Give me a patty and a portion of plantain." See that? Plantain, that whole debate, yeah? For those who know. Yeah, I'm looking at you guys. And that's the end of my set. But I've enjoyed some Yorke, and yeah, you've been great, guys.